Namaste and welcome to Bhagavad Gita with Himanshu. In our journey through Karma Yoga, we have learned that action is unavoidable, that duty must be performed without attachment, and that our work becomes sacred when it contributes to something larger than ourselves. Yet, there is one question that naturally arises. If we know what is right, why do we so often fail to do it? Why does an honest person sometimes become dishonest? Why does a calm individual suddenly lose control? Why does an intelligent leader make an impulsive decision? Arjun asked Krishna precisely this question. Atha kena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha anichhanapi varshaneya baladeva niyojitaha. By what force, Arjun asks, does a person commit wrong, even against his own wishes, as though compelled? This is one of the most psychologically insightful questions in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna's answer is immediate and uncompromising. Kam esha, krodha esha, rajo guna sambhuddhavaha, mahashano mahapapma, viddhayena mihi vairinam. It is desire. It is anger, born of the quality of rajas. Know this to be the greatest enemy. Notice that Krishna does not condemn desire itself. Without aspiration, there would be no learning, no innovation, no progress. The problem begins when healthy aspiration becomes unhealthy attachment. When desire insists, things must happen exactly as I want, frustration is born. When frustration deepens, it becomes anger. Anger clouds judgment. Clouded judgment leads to poor decisions. Poor decisions create suffering. What Krishna presents here is not merely a spiritual insight. It is a timeless model of human behavior. Leadership provides countless examples. A leader becomes attached to personal recognition rather than organizational success. A negotiator becomes attached to winning every point rather than creating value. A manager becomes attached to being right rather than finding the right solution. In every case, attachment narrows vision. Wisdom expands it. Krishna then explains how desire gradually obscures our inner clarity. Dhumena vriyate vahanir tha darsho malena cha. Just as fire is covered by smoke, a mirror by dust, and an unborn child by the womb, so too wisdom becomes covered by desire. These three examples are fascinating. Sometimes wisdom is only lightly obscured, like fire hidden by smoke. A little reflection is enough. Sometimes it is like dust covering a mirror. We need deliberate effort to clean it. And sometimes ignorance is deep, requiring patience, discipline, and sustained transformation. Self-awareness is therefore not a destination. It is a daily practice. Krishna then identifies where this inner battle is fought. Indriyani mano buddhirasyadhisthanamuchyate. The senses, the mind, and the intellect are the places where desire operates. That is why true leadership always begins with self-leadership. If we cannot govern our own impulses, it becomes difficult to guide others wisely. A leader who reacts to every criticism cannot build trust. A parent who cannot regulate emotions cannot teach emotional balance. A teacher who stops learning cannot inspire curiosity. Before we seek to influence the world, we must first learn to influence ourselves. Krishna concludes this teaching with a powerful call to action. Evam buddheha param buddhava sansat bhyatmana matmana. Knowing that your true self is greater than the restless mind, strengthen yourself and conquer this difficult enemy called desire. Notice the word conquer. Krishna does not say suppress. He does not say escape. He says understand, discipline, and master. Jahi shatrum mahabaho kamarupam durasaram. That is the essence of Karma Yoga. As you reflect today, ask yourself, what is the one attachment that most frequently disturbs my peace, clouds my judgment, or weakens my relationships? Awareness is the first victory. Discipline is the second. Freedom is the third. Thank you for joining me. Until our next and final episode of this season, may you lead not only through your actions, but also through mastery of your own mind.